Second bike packing overnighter. Let's go.
Wow, you got a lot on your bike there, babe. Look like you're going for a month.
Yep. All right, we're all packed up, about to head out. Not really going on the Appalachian Trail, but the sign was cool.
Why are we here?
We're on the Appalachian Trail.
Why are we in front of the sign?
Because it's just a cool sign, I don't know. So we were just up here last weekend and it was completely not covered in snow. Now there's a lot of snow up here.
It's sketchy. Oh. I think I'm really front heavy. Oh. Yeah. Then. The sun is starting to set, but that means we have a couple hours, and we still have at least an hour-long ride left, and we have to set everything up. Our tent, make dinner, cook, have a fire. So hopefully we'll be able to make it, find a spot to camp before the sun goes down.
It's so hard to believe that it's going to be actually cold tonight.
Yeah.
It's so warm right now. We're doing like a 1,000-foot climb right now, and we're just trying to take a little break so we don't full on sweat, because if we get really sweaty, then once the sun goes down, we're just going to get really, really cold. So trying to stop this is the first time we stopped actually, but trying to stop now that it's getting a little bit steeper. So probably about halfway up now at this point. So sun's getting pretty low in the sky already.
Okay, this is definitely the hardest part, and it's really steep right here around this corner, and it's icy, and couldn't catch my breath.
All right, we're on the top of the climb now, but it's just straight snow. We did not plan on there being snow. So we've been stopping to film when it's not covered in snow, but most of it's been like this. So I'm gonna try to film. It's sketchy, yeah. Get a clip of Katie coming here. Dude. What's sketchy? You're going uphill or downhill?
Down.
It's dry over here. So I like to see you getting close. Almost at destination camp. Let's work together to get the tent set up. This square? I'm trying to like fit it into this square that we have going on here. Something. Yeah. Fire!
All right, so we're making mac and cheese with chili and taco seasoning. I'm gonna use this taco seasoning and put that in there.
listen. All right, so we're sort of set up now. We still have to set up our sleep systems and stuff, which we're going to show you guys in a minute because we're really excited about our new sleep system. That was one of the biggest downsides to our very first bike packing trip. So we're hoping that this time it goes a little bit better because last time we were really, really cold, and this time it's actually even colder out. So we are crossing our fingers that will be warmer this time. This is what camp is looking like these days. We kind of reconfigured things like 100 times. We got the bikes now on either side, and we're gonna move the tent from back there, like right here. It's pretty dang flat to me, bro. Heck yeah. Now this looks like a campsite. Dude, I'm so locked in. This is really bright. I am so locked in the Zenbivy core bed, bro. It is so nice. These are the 25-degree versions. Oh man, the sleeping is gonna be such an upgrade. I'm like so curious to see if we make it through the whole night without being cold at all. It's supposed to have a real feel of 27 degrees, but it's really supposed to be like 32. So these are 25-degree beds, like I said, and you know, you're not going to necessarily be comfortable at 25 degrees, but we'll see if it's decent. We also got like a bunch of layers on and stuff, so. I even got a pillow this time. Got a Zenbivy pillow back there. And last time I slept with a sweatshirt balled up, and this just feels so much better. Oh my God. All right, good night. Good morning. So I feel like that went really well.
Yeah, I was really warm. I was sweating.
Yeah, so freaking warm.
Is it 7 o'clock in the morning?
It is exactly 7 o'clock,
So
yeah.
this is supposed to be the coldest time of the day. Like, it's like 29 degrees.
Yeah, and
I'm warm.
I'm totally warm. This is like, we were so worried about this, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so yeah.
It's actually not cold. I feel pretty good.
Really?
Yeah. Look at that. Look at the sun. It's so bright.
It's bright.
It's beautiful.
Smells like coffee.
Alright, so we got sent these Zenbivy sleep systems, and we've never tried them. This is our first night camping with them, and they've made an insanely amazing difference for us. So this is something I really liked. So when it got really cold in the morning, I put this up over my head, and it made it so much warmer. It was so much more warm and more cozy, and it also kind of cut out some of the sunlight so you could sleep in longer. Also, it comes with these pillows that hook into this like back into here. I don't know if you can see this, but there's like little hooks on the pillow. So here, look. So it hooks in there and stays in place. And so that's really cool. So it doesn't move around. And Nick and I were talking about these pillows, and I have another pillow that I was using that was supposed to be like this big comfy camping pillow, but honestly this one was so much better. Look, okay, so it folds up really tiny, so it fits in this little tiny like pencil pouch thing, and this is like the smaller size pillow. Nick has the bigger size pillow. But it was so easy to deflate. You just push this little thing and then I don't know, there's no crinkling sounds. You know, I get bothered by little things, but I didn't even notice the pillow when I was sleeping. It was that comfy. And then it has a pillowcase too, which is nice. Fits right over it. But yeah, there's like little hooks here that hook into the top here so that the pillow doesn't even move. So the pillow doesn't move around at all. I also really liked the actual, do they call this a quilt?
It's like its own thing. I feel like they call it like a bed, but
Okay, so
yeah, it's more of a quilt.
Sleep system is unique in a way where it doesn't have any, like, you don't feel air coming in because it has this little like sheet part that kind of slips over the mattress, and then you clip all these little guys in here, and then it creates this like a fortress where you do not feel any cold air at all. Like, you can toss and turn, sleep on your side, sleep on your stomach, like you won't even notice because look, like there's gonna be nothing moving. It's gonna stay in place, which is really awesome. Also, I was worried about it being really cold because it was gonna feel like 29 degrees last night. But honestly, I was so warm and I was sweating. I'm not gonna lie, I was sweating.
Yeah, me too.
So that's pretty cool. Yeah.
I didn't even wear a hat like last night or anything around my head.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So I'm a huge fan of this. This is amazing, and it made me actually enjoy sleeping. Like, I didn't know that. And also the mattress is like so comfortable. It feels like a blow-up mattress. It's I think it's rated 4,
5.
5.
Yeah, 5 something. Yeah.
So it keeps you really warm.
Yeah, it's called the Zembivi Light mattress.
It feels luxurious, honestly.
Yeah.
It feels like you're on a blow-up air mattress. That's how
Yeah.
it is.
And it perfectly fits the tent too.
To inflate it, you use this bag. So you fill this up with air, like this, and you hook it up to the little thing at the end, and then you just do this, and then it fills it up with air. It's so nice.
So
Everything
sick.
is so nice. I love it. Like, I actually really love this. Yeah, we're really excited about these. And we feel like we'll be able to use these all year round. Look how small this packs down. This little pillow.
Yeah, super
It's
tiny.
in this little tiny thing. Where you can fit 2 pillows in here.
Yeah, and the Zembivi, like I put my sheet and the quilt part of it into this 5-liter bag right here. This is what I fit it in, and it gets pretty small. So then I can just tuck this into my mega bar bag on my bike, and it takes up about half that bag. I put my camera gear in there as well.
Look how much air I got out.
Huh.
It looks like freeze dried. Imagine it's like perfect night, you know, like 50 degrees or 60 degrees, and we're just like so cozy and we can like play games. And,
Yeah.
oh, we're gonna have so much fun.
I feel like, honestly though, like, you remember how nice it was riding yesterday too in like the 60-degree weather, and then we were fine.
Yeah.
I honestly think if we would have got to camp a little bit early, we would have been so dialed yesterday. But that's camping, you know? It's like certain things will go right, certain things will go wrong. But luckily, I think the right things went right. And, you know, now I feel well rested. I feel like I slept better last night than I did the night before because I was so excited and nervous / like preparing, going through the checklist in my head for this trip. So I feel pretty well rested. I feel more dialed in today.
I feel like we also unlocked packing better today.
Yeah. I feel like the more you do this, the more times, it's just like you get quicker with it. It's just like you don't have to think twice about it. I definitely packed this up smaller. At least it looks a little smaller, hopefully.
Mine looks way smaller.
Yeah. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Definitely looks better. Yeah. I left mine's a wider sleeping mat too. So it's gonna be, if you fold it in half, it's gonna be taller, but I'd rather it be tall and skinny than like super short and fat so that it can fit on the new tail fin cargo mounts. Ooh. Should I do the drop? It's actually pretty stable. It's surprisingly stable. Because it's just heavy. As long as you're guiding it in the right way. It's just, if it starts to go the wrong way, then you're in trouble. Hit the jump. Psych. All right, not bad, not bad. Comes flat bar Katie. Flat bar Katie. I know, I said the same thing.
I just don't want to ruin my situation.
Right. So Katie just put flat bars on her 4130 all-road. She had like standard drop bars on there before, and this is her first time riding it. So what do you think?
I actually like them. I don't feel like I have any complaints about them, other than maybe I need a little bit longer of a stem. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with them, and it feels like I'm just riding my mountain bike. So it's kind of what I thought I was gonna feel like. But yeah, I like them.
All right, so I think we're gonna go a little bit longer and go this direction over here. Do like a little bit more of a stacked loop before we go back to the car. Extend this piece out a little bit. It's like noon right now. Probably have lunch here.
Here's one of the essentials for doing 1,800 miles. Gum bears.
Bro. We'll see if that makes the video. I might edit that out.
Peanut butter quesadillas. Peanut butter rolls. Or you could do like a roll too. Why does it taste better out here?
Yo, it's so steep. Camera probably doesn't do it justice. Woo. Crazy steep hill. All right, so now we're on a green trail. Technically this is single track. Uh-oh, can I do this one-handed? Ah!
This is a perfect bleh. This is a perfect example of why I wanted to have flat bars on my adventure bike, because it just so happened we had to take a mountain bike trail to connect to go back to our loop at the end. So these bars work really well for mountain bike trails too. So I can ride them with confidence.
That way, Bunker Hill to Old Shippensburg Road.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. How about the 16 passenger, the CG5? No, that's not a Challenger. All of a sudden, we just found ourselves in the North Pole out of nowhere. Yeah. It probably doesn't go for long, though. This is just like a weird fluke.
Hope you find your dad.
Yo.
There's bed. You could probably
Oh,
camp
there's just
in
a
there.
mattress in there?
Yeah.
What the heck?
That's what I'm saying. It's shelter.
Here, hold my bike so I can go look in
It's
here.
shelter, so you could like camp in there.
Yo. You would sleep in here, bro?
Oh, maybe in a tent.
I would sleep in the shelter in a tent. Yeah, I would not be sleeping in here, bro.
Put my tent over it.
Yeah, no, thank you.
It's kind of cool though.
It's definitely cool. All right, this is our shelter for tonight now.
Yep, this is our second night.
Yep, here we are. Home sweet home.
This is so beautiful.
Yeah, it really is.
Down there, like over that way. This sounds so peaceful here.
All right, so what did we learn on this bike packing journey, our second bike packing journey? I feel like I have one thing on my mind, and that's definitely leaving earlier in the day so we can set up camp the first day. That's one thing.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And then the other little thing I have is just we need to buy some more straps for our racks and for our cages and all that kind of stuff. But other than that, I feel like we're pretty dialed in with our equipment now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure things will evolve over time, but...
Oh, I wanted to get a saw.
Oh, a saw, yeah, for
saw
chopping.
To, like, cut bigger pieces of wood.
Yes, we were just like breaking medium-sized sticks, and it was... I feel like we had to constantly keep feeding the fire.
Yeah.
So that would be nice. I feel like, you know, and then just better and better adventures.
Yeah.
So this was...
Longer ones?
Yeah, longer ones. Yeah, multi-day ones.
Maybe start with like a 2-day.
Yeah, that would be really cool. So, but we're almost back to the car now. So thank you guys so much for watching. It was fun bringing you guys along with us. Hope you had fun.
Yeah.
Be sure to subscribe, like this video if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Peace.